Hello, this is Lisa with TheDoddGroup, and this will be going up on Etsy, TheDoddGroup shop. I'm going to call this one Cindy. I just did a video of one called Susan, so go check that one out. There's some gray fabric with this overlay mesh looking. This was actually a skirt off of a cocktail dress. Tim Holtz baseboard frame. The stitching is in the spine, but it's hidden by this linen napkin. Here's some more of that cocktail dress that I cut up. And she's two signatures, but she's very full. There's places for you to add things. That little tiny bell right here. Okay. I'm going to call this vintage. I bought it at an antique store. It's 1/4 of a handkerchief. This, I believe, they had it listed as an Avon vintage pin, lapel pin for a lady, but I'm not sure if it's vintage or not. I bought it at an antique store, and they put that on the tag. This paper is from CherylFrancisArt on Etsy. This is as well. I'll try to list all the, if I can remember where they are, all of the designers. So here's a little pocket, little corner pocket. And it has a little belly band on this image with a couple of tags. Some foreign language poetry. I say poetry because it has the stanzas numbered. That tucks in. This is not removable, but it is a few, 4 sheets of writing space, 5. This is Tim Holtz here. Now, my grandmother passed away several years ago, and I've been going through her stuff, and she had a lot of animal pictures and slides. This is a puppy, looks like. She wrote Butch. So this was probably, it could have been from the 70s. Let me show the back of this card. Lots of writing space. This was a Tim Holtz paper pad that I put some woven looking paper on top of it. And then this card here. And this page came out of a book. You'll see the other half of the lady as we're going through. It's a little Tim Holtz paper clip. The little Tim Holtz paper pad here. And she just clips on right here. This was an antique. This is not coffee dyed. It was just aged this way. I have children running around today, so you may hear them. Little Tim Holtz, or an envelope that I made out of Tim Holtz paper. This is MyPorchPrints. I did coffee dye this. And that just tucks down in this envelope. Goes down in here. Little Tim Holtz doll. This is a vintage stamp that I got off of an old envelope that I bought at an antique store. It doesn't say what year, but it's 2 cents. Freedom to speak out, a root of democracy, if you want to look up stamps. Book page. I love how this says, grande dame, a woman, especially an older one, thank you very much, of formidable dignity or impressive accomplishments. Then they have grandsire, a male ancestor. That's all he gets, a male ancestor. I thought that was, they mentioned formidable dignity. All right. So this is just some CherylFrancisArt paper on a book page. Tuck her right here. I think I showed the back. Okay. I used my Tim Holtz deckled edge trimmer to trim most all the edges. It's a paper pad. I love these two. Looks like two little girls looking at a crow or a blackbird. I put a little bit of paint on there. Where there is love, there is life. I think this is MyPorchPrints. Not this picture, I don't think. I just backed it. And then a lady with her cow, True Love. I just kind of inked over. This book, Cindy, is heavily inked. Light tomorrow with today. I've left space. I mean, you could put a word tile here of your own. So this is an envelope that folds over the page. I've left this part of the envelope open. Have a little Tim Holtz doll. Another Tim Holtz doll. And that's just a MyPorchPrints background. I don't know if this is MyPorchPrints for sure. I tend to do that. I'll buy several kits, print one kit on one side and another kit that I like on the other side. So here's just a little paper clip kind of holding that in there from flopping open. So this postcard, it's replica. I just glued it to here. I added some washi tape to make it look like it's been pasted down. And there's a slide little area here. I love this. Ed's finest used cars. Expect miracles. And here's a little Tim Holtz picture. That looks like Ed trying to sell you a used car. I thought that was cute. Just a little humor right there. You flip it open. There's a couple of vintage looking postcards, white on the background, on the back so that you can write on them. That's from a digital kit. I'll try to put the maker in the description. These are so tiny, I have trouble with them. There we go. Get back in frame. More vintage book page that I just use as a background. The book was called Cross Creek. Foreign language paper here. Another little faux postcard. And this was a paint swatch from Lowe's. I backed it with music. Tell her ever anew my love is true. And it has French, I guess. Deckled edge, trimmer to cut the edges. Little embossed torn pocket there. This is rileyBgraphics. And this is CherylFrancisArt. So it's a pocket on a pocket. Got this little slender card here. Little things make big days. This is from Life magazine, this lady, about the 40s. I just glued her on there. Added the perfume bottle and the little label. Now this barely gets in there. Oh, there you go, of course. Vintage book page here. This may be MyPorchPrints. I just pasted it over the book page. rileyBgraphics. Spread love everywhere you go. Here's the other part of the green dress. This is from a very old book. It's fallen apart. Another embossed, torn pocket. Tim Holtz dolls. Whoa, turn it backwards. CherylFrancisArt. So like I said, the signatures are sewn in. Some vintage book, Cross Creek. I believe that's Tim Holtz. Nope, not Tim Holtz. Looks like it though. Could be MyPorchPrints. Let's see, I forgot what we have going on here. Okay. Little rusted paper clip. MyPorchPrints. So lots of cards, lots of ink. This folds over to make a pocket. So some of the pages are, well, a lot of them are the thicker cardstock. I don't have the GSM on it, but it's the thicker cardstock, so that will hold up if you put pictures on there. Just a 3 tag cluster. Little Thomas Kincaid puzzle piece on bulb pins. And this is, might be Russian, Chechnya maybe? If anybody knows, they can tell me, but it's a dance manual book. There's all these poses. This is a shorthand book that I found. Piece from that. Another tall tag here, See the Light in Others. Dictionary page. That's pretty thick. This is an old book page. There's some markings. Someone has written in pencil some notes there. And this flips open. The little Tim Holtz pin holds this card down. And this is the actual patina from the old book page, music book page. You see where they've written some things. So this is just extra writing space. Oh, these things are tiny. Tiny, tiny. There we go. rileyBgraphics digital kit. CherylFrancisArt. An old book, The Magnolia Tree. That's a section of that Cross Creek book, a chapter. I made a little fold out using washi tape and 3 sizes of tags there. Another little clip with fabric rose. Some fold out writing space. Just holds that down. Some stenciling. Some more stenciling. I love that crane. I grew up in Florida, so I'm used to seeing these cranes everywhere, but not here in Tennessee. This has been run through my Big Shot embossing machine. This is a little pocket, a little ticket. Another jar with some vintage, like I said, I think it's poetry because it has the stanzas numbered. And this is from an old foreign language children's book. And this is from an old reader. I've backed it on some cardboard. More shorthand. Love how the old books get that brown patina around the outside. Another pocket with some cards. If you think you can do it, you can. High, tall pocket here. I've used some Tim Holtz washi tape. This is MyPorchPrints background. Another little card from the foreign language children's book. This has some raised, it's actually spackling paste from the hardware store, but it doesn't chip or crack. It's cheaper than the texture paste. Envelope. Couple of postcards. Faux postcards. Writing space. Another card. And that's it. This will be on TheDoddGroup on Etsy, and her name is Cindy. This is a linen napkin that I cut with some zigzag scissors. All right, thank you so much.